What up, Aslan? Test, test, test. Technical difficulties. What up, Jules? You guys hearing this? Oh, because I hit stop. Okay, let's see. So I gotta get out of that, then there we go. Okay, and all right, sound is muted for that. Okay, so we should be good. All right, so did not have the I did not there are no holes in the wooden beams, so I didn't want to put any in there, but these are the lights. I don't even know if you can see them that they're on, but they're spiders. So fun times there, and they have other lights as well, the red lights in between, but different colors of spiders. Fun, fun, fun. What up, Sid? What up, Simply? Sorry I missed you earlier, Simply. I would never block you. I don't think you would ever type anything that I would consider trolly. I don't think so. Don't think there would be a problem with that, Simply. I mean, you know, if you type in the word plant too many times, maybe, but no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. In a wreath. Yeah, that's a good idea. So I'll see what I can do about that. Maybe hang it on the wall, but I still don't know how soon I'll be changing. I think I'll be changing the setup here, so it won't be exactly like this. It may not even be up here. I may do it from the bedroom upstairs as well. So, because there's plenty of room up there, so I might build a desk up there, and which is in pieces now, and I'll have to fix it and fix some of the parts because it's kind of broken, but I could make it work probably. So we'll see on that. And I am on this screen. Okay, trying to figure out. I have things a little bit differently than normal, so I need to be on the screen that is that one. Nope. No, that's not the one. And I have a mouse that is not the best. Why is that? Okay, let's go YouTube. Goodness gracious. And me, and view your channel. And live. Oh, there it was right there. Okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. All right. What up, Trey? Trey gonna make a Discord server. Apparently. You need an aesthetically pleasing backdrop. It increases your views. I'm sure it would, Simply. Sure it would. I just haven't invested in doing that yet. Yeah, Sid is the runner of the Discord channel. What? Why is it doing that? Why is it? Okay, so I'm nested now. Well, that's not good. Okay, so let's close that. I can see the mouse. This is a horrible stream today. Okay, so we got that. going, and so you can see that it next segment will be the market report. All right, so if I gotta drag that over. Come on, man. Where did I drag it to? Oh, right there. Right there. Just go slow, I guess. There we go. And so, do not understand why that is doing that. Let's try this one. Okay. Looks like it duplicated. I have two windows that have all these same tabs in it, so it looks like it duplicated somehow. So apologies for the problems. So we got your channel. All right, let's see what this is like. So just put the Discord on the page. Mila, what up? Mila? 6 CSM shutters. Yeah, that would be too much for me as well. Maybe one more to hang out with, maybe. But other than that. Oh, I still don't have this. I still don't have it running. Just the chat. Let's see. Live chat. And I want to reload. I'm talking about it's not reloading. Oh, unless it's doing it just so fast. Darn it. There we go. Okay, I cannot ad block my own channel, which that's fine. Let's refresh the page now that I've given it access to show me the ads, and there's no ad. Okay, so I can hear myself. Can everybody hear me okay? It does sound a little low. Let's see what we're on. Yeah, it does seem a little low. It's a little low. But now I think we're good. And I don't know what why the red line is. Are you seeing the red line through my, oh, that's the timeline. Dumb. Dumb. All right. Okay, so deleting that in 3 minutes. Yep, good call, Sid. Mila, how long do you plan to stay in that gorgeous apartment? I mean, it's alright. I mean, it's really old. I can't remember when it was, like, I want to say 78 maybe it was built, 1978. So the only problem I have with it though, really, because I got gigabit per second internet here, so what else do you need, right? I have a silverware holder that's about yay wide. I'm looking at the camera here. About yay wide, and the kitchen drawers are yay wide. So I'll have to get a smaller silverware holder. So that is the only problem that I have here. Prepping for Christmas already. No, late Thanksgiving, probably. But that's so. Who cares how old it is? The pretty things we are built in 60s, 70s. Right, and we have fabulous buildings built way before that. Probably some of them built even before they say they were built. But that's another, that's conspiracy theory. I'll get into that with Rachel at some point if I ever meet her. Sid asks hopes for chocolate flavored electrolytes for Christmas, approved. Alrighty. So anyway, So, apologies for all the technical difficulties. Again, don't know what's going on there. And nobody said they couldn't hear me, so I guess we'll be all right. She deleted it. It's still the same. There we go. She put it back on there. All right. So, oh, by the way, in case you're wondering, I'm Coach Steve Money, Ramsey Solutions certified financial coach, and for my other financial content, just scroll down on my page, coachstevemoney.com slash youtube.com/Coach Steve Money. Sorry, I do not have a website yet. You got the answering your financial questions stream, which is the weekend stream. That's Saturdays and Sundays, and I was gonna do both of these at the normal time this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, at 8:30 p.m. But since the Buckeyes are off this since they're off this weekend, I am going to do it at 4 p.m., which is Ramsey time, the time the regular Ramsey video is on YouTube during the week. And so Saturday will be 4 p.m. Eastern time, and Sunday will be at night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And of course, this show, Ramsey Show, Aftershow. And this is number 402 of those. As you can see, look, we're live. Fun, fun, fun. And the music playlist, 11 Ramsey adjacent songs in there. And here's where we go. Market report. Mostly up today, I think. Let's see, 0.036. So barely up. The NASDAQ, Dow Jones up 0.37%. So if you add so barely up today. S&P 500 was up today earlier, but oh well, wait a minute. Let me make sure we got okay. So yeah, that is it. That is the final numbers for today. So just barely up, getting back some of the losses from yesterday. It went way up today because NVIDIA went way to a new high after losing a bunch yesterday. And so I really don't get it. You know, I mean, it's just overreaction to everything is what traders do. So if there's bad news, they like sell. And then some good news comes in today and they buy, and it's you know, I mean, it's still down from yesterday overall at this rate. In general, it's like, you know, stop overreacting to everything. And then you don't have to do too much. But I guess they also justify what they're doing if they are constantly trading, I guess. They're constantly working. But generally, you know, it always goes up. So, you know, why not just chill a little bit on it? No, it's like, oh, I'm going to sell right now. Sell right now. I guess too worried about it continuing to go down, and so forth, instead of the next day when it goes up, and then they'll just say, oh well, and then they'll buy again at the higher rate, which makes it go up even more. So I don't really understand that part of it. Check the rest of the planet, shall we? Europe, almost everything up except the IBEX. Asia, everything down. The US dollar up over the euro, up over the Japanese yen, but the British pound, love, the quid is above the US dollar. That's a British pound note. US dollar up over the Canadian dollar, but the Australian dollar, mate, up over the US dollar. Oh, let's see what's going on in crypto, just for fun. Crypto, I mean, the Bitcoin has gone up to a new high. I think that's it went to a new high and then it backed off of that. There's a story about that coming up. But the futures, everything up. S&P just barely up in the future, so we'll see what happens. Futures don't necessarily mean anything as far as what will happen as soon as the market opens tomorrow. Tomorrow. Market open tomorrow. Let's see. What else do we want to look at? The earnings calendar. Who do we have reporting today? Netflix. Well, let's see what happened with them. Open link in new tab. I said open link in new tab. It did? Okay, my bad. It did the second time. What do we got here? And it went way up after they announced. So let's see what they announced. Stock moves higher as subscriber numbers beat estimates. Okay. The streamer stresses engagement as I'm assuming as its main focus or something like that, or its main buying point. 5 million new customers. How are there 5 million people that didn't have Netflix before that all of a sudden decide they want it in one quarter? I guess that's not a lot because it is worldwide. 5 million profits and margins soar. So great. Laura Dern and Liam Hemsworth under the Moroccan sun. Okay, must be a new movie. Maybe a Netflix movie even. So, but you can see the gray here is the after hours trading, and so they announce right at the close, which is there. And so people did selling, even right there. They did selling and caused it to go way down. But then all of a sudden said that price is too low for Netflix and bought. Probably computers did that, making it go up that fast, that quickly. We are looking at, yes, stocks. Doc Science. Let's see. Haven't sung your song just in a while. Yeah, I know that. Sorry about that. I'm trying to keep that to a minimum because of the copyright stuff. But Sid wrote one, and so I'll probably have that one ready to go next week. And she'll tell you. I mean, it's not that difficult either. Sam says, great show. Thank you so much, Sam. They basically write themselves. You know, if you know the song, especially if you like the song, you know how it goes. It's pretty easy to make other words fit in the spaces exactly there. Oh, that was a while back from Sam. Sorry about that, Sam. Hope you're still listening. Not yet, simp. No simp. It's on my list. That's a different song, though. Alrighty, let's see. Just want to see how many people are watching. 11. Okay, great. What else do we want to do here? We did the Netflix. Oh, we want to close this and go bake. American Express, SLB. I don't know if that's a bank, some kind of bank there with the B at the end there. Procter and Gamble, all tomorrow, and then October 30th. Caterpillar, big equipment manufacturer. All right, let's look at the most followed single stocks on the Google. Apple up 0.16%. Alphabet down 1.35%. Microsoft up 0.14%. Amazon up 0.34%. Meta Platforms up 0.02%. And the Tesla down 0.2%. And just let's look at the news stories here. There's your Netflix. Yeah, stock market today. Dow hits fresh record. Nvidia and chip stocks jump. Yeah, the Dow was up way more than it is now. I don't know what happened near the end of closing where it went down more. California oil refinery announces closure after Newsom signs more regulations. They don't want businesses there. They want it to be clean, and it'll be nice and clean and green. That'll be fine. It'll all be like that, but they won't have businesses there. That's fine. This is what I was talking about. CNBC, FBI arrest Alabama man for, what is this? Securities and Equities Commission. I can't remember what that stands for. Something like that. X hack that spiked price of Bitcoin. So that is interesting there. And so even if you thought, well, government will leave all the virtual currencies alone, they won't get involved with those. They won't take over those. Here's the justification right here, as if they needed any already. So, anything that happens like this, that means it's not secure the way it is. And so that means governments need to get involved to protect the people from it. Or at least that could be the justification station for the government to do that. Google CEO names new search and ads boss slides predecessor to role of chief technologist. And that's thanks, but you're doing this job now. Ferrari unveils new supercar with $3.9 million price tag. Listeria recall. Listeria? That's not like Listerine, is it? What product is that? I thought Listeria itself was a bacteria or something like that. To nearly 12 million pounds of ready-to-eat meat and poultry items. Okay, so so it is for Listeria being in the meat. Okay, and poultry items. Got it. A calculator's most important button has been removed. All right, they got me. I gotta know what it is. Now, as we know, there's no risk button on the calculator, which means you can't just use a calculator to decide your best financial moves, despite what the financial bros think. Let's see. Where the calculator we know and love is not long for this earth. This month when I upgraded my iPhone to the latest operating system, iOS 18, it came in with a refreshed calculator app. The update offered some improvements, okay? Appreciate the vertical orientation of its scientific mode, because turning your phone sideways is so 2009, that much is certain. The continuing display of each operation on the screen until I ask for the result, the unit convention mode, because I will never know what a centimeter is. Okay, fair enough. But there's also startling omission. The calculator's C button, the one that clears input, was gone. The C itself had been cleared. What in the world? So do you have the CE still, the clear last entry? Tapping C within your app would zero out your entry so you could try again. And so now what you got to do? Back. That's not fun, is it? All right. Alrighty, and so, but I think we are done. The NVIDIA, yeah, about 0.89%, and earlier today it was up over 2% earlier today, so it did go bleep, 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 Taiwan Semiconductor, way up today, almost 10%. So if you had that in your mutual fund, that is a good thing, obviously. Let's see. Did I go to school? I did some college, but then I was at community college, and then professor told me that, well, if you just get your associate's degree, that's not going to be good for anything with computers. You need to get certifications instead. and so I got Microsoft certification instead of that. So yeah, I was in did computers basically it was just preliminary stuff, but like 1 or 2 computer classes at the community college. So there we go. And that's pretty cool, Microsoft certification, but I think my Ramsey Solutions certification much more important to me. What is your opinion on buying individual stocks? That's a no. No single stocks. Stock science. You want Microsoft. You want Apple. You want all those. You can buy Microsoft. Blah, blah, blah. You can buy not index funds either. You can buy managed funds. You can buy mutual funds. Is what I'm saying. Which mutual funds can be managed or index. Yeah, mutual funds is what you should do. There's too much volatility in single stocks. So that's a no, Doc. Yeah, Sam knows what's up. He's heard of it. Are you the Sam that's married to Jade, Sam? That would be interesting. So, but I'm going to go ahead and say, no, that's not the situation either. Anything else in the chat? So I'm sorry, lately there's been many more people in the chat than before. So that's right. If you could go out in your backyard and light it on fire, fine. And you go ahead and buy single stocks, but then you wouldn't be doing that until step 7 anyway. Oh, let's see. And what was this other one? Oh, okay. So time for show and tell. We have some UK coins here. We started talking about the $2 bill, the United States $2 bill, and which is not widely used today at all. You hardly ever see one. But I think the $2 or the £2, excuse me, the 2 quid coin is used as just as much as the other currencies, I believe there. And so, Anon had said that they are pretty, and they are. I mean, look at the different colors and stuff. That is pretty cool. Where we just get the silver ones here in the United States and the colonies. And that is, what is that one? 217, a new 1 quid coin, £1 coin is that one, the smaller one. And that one is just gold. Very nice. Coat of arms on that. Change in size, 1994. And most of them are copper and nickel. This one has a little bit of zinc in it. So, but yeah, it's very nice. We aren't that. I mean, we have some nice designs on it, but something like this with the silver. And the the goldish color right there. It's not gold, obviously. Copper, made with copper, but it's still, the coloring on it is pretty cool. Let's see what else we have for show and tell. And if you have something for show and tell, you can send it to coachstevemoney@gmail.com. And you can like put down a sentence or two about it, about your picture as well. Let's see what we got. So the morning I got, this was probably, I want to say like right after the sun came up. So maybe 7 or so a.m. Eastern time. When I got to Ohio. This is from the U-Haul there. And this, of course, would be hail. So I went on Saturday during the day when I left, about 2 p.m. Central Time on Saturday. It was 89 degrees. And so, and I used air conditioning in the U-Haul for 3/4 of the trip here, and then I was wearing shorts as well, and I was like, oh, it's cold now. So fortunately, I had when I stopped for gas the next time, I changed into long pants, and I had my jacket and coat handy as well for just such an emergency. I have talked about these before. This is the kind of crap that I save. I mean, and this is going to be more valuable than some of the crap I save, but like this is from 1989. As you can see how good of a condition they are in. Unopened 1989 movie Batman starring Michael Keaton, the Batman and the Joker figure. Now, if I'd been smart, I would have bought the third figure, which was Bob the Goon. But by that time, I thought, well, he doesn't matter. But there were only 3 figures put out for that movie. Simply wants to know what Bitcoin is. I mean, it's just you can pay for some things with it on the internet. If you like buy it and have it, you can pay for some things on it. It's virtual currency is what it is. And so the problem with it, it's not based on anything. Like the US dollar is based upon the gold that's in Fort Knox, Tennessee. So it's actually based on something. It's like we have the gold to back up that this is worth this, that kind of thing. But the virtual currencies are only worth what people are paying for it. And so that means at any moment they can decide, oh, well, we're not into this anymore, and the whole thing crashed all to heck. So it's not based on anything. A stock is based on a company, like the Coca-Cola company, all right? So that has some backing behind it, not just, well, I mean, you know, it's basically an NFT, which failed miserably, but it's that because that also was a virtual thing, digital picture or whatever that people said, okay, I'm going to pay this much for it, so it's worth this much. And then that went away, didn't it? A lot of people lost a lot of money doing that. Sid tells me we're not on the gold standard anymore. What's it based on then, would you say? Just the good name of the United States? Or other holdings that we have? Do we have other holdings? See, I don't know that much about it. Doc Science knew that as well. Anon has a Batman car. Oh, his parents. Oh, his parents. That's fun. How old is that one, Anon? And that changed in the 70s. Okay, I didn't get that memo. What's it based? Oh, on the value of oil now. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, that's right. I did know that. I apologize for the misinformation. Not trying to give misinformation. I will admit I do not know everything. But I'm hoping to sell as you can see, how much were these? $4.99. This is probably Walmart, probably where I bought that. Back in the 1989. So we'll see about that. Let's see. What do we have for the rest of it? Okay, this is from Jules. And let's see. Got some notes. She says, thought I'd share some of New England fall. This is Fox Hill Tower in Vernon, Connecticut. The overlook is behind me in the first picture, the tower. It overlooks Rockville. Don't go back to Rockville, which is a section of Vernon. Last photo shows the church up close. You can see in the second to last photo. Still a little early for leaf peeping. Maybe another nothing or two. It doesn't say another month or two, another week or two. Probably a week or two. Month or two would be too cold, right? They'd all be falling off by that time, probably. It says maybe another nothing or two for peak season here for that. And an interesting story about Fox Hill is that the Native Americans would use the hilltop as a lookout. Yeah, let's take a look at these and expect to see a lot of Yep, a lot of different color foliage. Very nice. Very nice town, looks like. I'll have to check the population, and that might be similar to the town that I came from in Arkansas, of course. Too warm there to have leaves turning yet, though. That's pretty cool. Do you know when that was built, Jules? When the tower was built? So pretty. Looks like we have some precipitation coming in right here. Or a twister or something. No, probably not that bad. Yeah, very nice. Thanks for sending them. And like I said, you can send to coachstevemoney at gmail.com. You can send me pictures for show and tell on the Ramsey Show Aftershow show. Just a little way of getting to know more about our online chat friends. And this little cutie right here is the daughter of Trey. That is, I think he said 2 years old. Let me see, I have the note. No, I think he has said 2 years old before, and this is the one that keeps bothering him while he's trying to work or chat. So very nice. Look at the baby. So cute. Very nice. Alrighty, and thus concludes the show and tell for this episode. Oh, and yeah, I didn't do it again. Didn't get it set again. Because I've done it too many times before, like ahead of time. Like I would do it like an hour before the stream would start, and then it would change again. Let me catch up with the chat before I do that. Yeah, apologies for not knowing everything. Let's see. What the dollar is based on, may as well be hopes and prayers. LOL. Yeah, cause too much in debt. Too much in debt, and that's gonna come to roost, home to roost some point. I mean, you know how you do that over time is you either take over whatever it is that you owe. And if this is going to be other countries, we'll have to declare war over and take them over. Or you got to pay it off somehow. I don't know. Mila to take off, I guess. VH copy of Pulp Fiction still in the plastic wrap. That's pretty cool. I have some of those as well. And I'm going to see what the market is on the eBay for those. I have like the original Star Wars trilogy, a box set of that. Has been opened though. The 4-pack of Indiana Jones movies before this recent one, the number 5 one came out. Couldn't get into Pulp Fiction, not sure why. I'm gonna go ahead and say violence and language, probably. Anon. So much violence. Where's my drink? Remember my drink this time. Yeah, I didn't. It's still brought to you by Crinkly Water Bottle. I didn't set up my fun. I don't know, what is it called? A mug, something like that. When you don't pay $30 for it from whatever that company is. I'm drawing a blank. Yep, so very cute indeed. 2.5 years old. There we go. 100% attitude. Well, you know, is that 2.5? Or is that the fact that she's a girl? Just saying. Could go either way on that. SBD merch. All right. Alrighty, let's see. Oh, what was I doing? Oh, I'm trying to get to the last question we did, and you guys can help me already do. Let me make sure we get all of them on here. Top, then new, and then let's see. Well, we were down to like 4 days ago after yesterday's. We went longer yesterday. I can only invest in single stocks. I'm calling BS on that, but we'll see what is up with that when we get to it. How am I looking? If you got steps to go, do the steps. Don't worry about how you compare, because it doesn't matter. I mean, the only way it matters is if we tell you, well, most people have more, or you should probably have more, and then money by now, or you should probably have more paid off by now. And unless you make that happen, why don't you just do that anyway and do the baby steps as fast as you can, regardless, instead of asking. Made an oopsie. I think somewhere in here, let's see, what's the ideal amount for a 3 to 4 month emergency fund? It's not an ideal amount. It's based on your expenses, not anybody else's. So there's no way anybody could tell you that without knowing your monthly expenses. Married, 2 kids. Don't think we did that one. Ready to put debt behind me. Great. That's where it needs to go. Buy a house. Yeah, these don't look familiar. Slow down. Retirement savings for home improvement. No. Do home improvements on... Oh, you're on baby step 7. Okay. You should still be doing at least 15%. The 15% never ends. Ever. The only time it ever ends is if you need that money to live on in retirement instead of continuing to invest it. So step 4 is eternal. So that is a no. Let's see. What should I keep in my savings? An emergency fund. Again, the baby steps by definition tell you what you should have in savings until you are on step 7. Somebody on the Ramsey show being roasted in the YouTube comments. That will happen. That's what happens with YouTube comments or comments anywhere. You gotta expect that. When you hit start streaming, or you put yourself in front of a camera or something like that, it's gonna happen. So just gotta deal with it. What percentage did you take home? 25%. Yeah, we did this one. Kaiser Kraut. We know the Ramsey, yeah, and this was where I said, yeah, we know that, and that's what it should be, so your rest of your question doesn't matter. People do go over that amount, for sure. My boy today on the Ramsey show called in, and he was close to 50% of his take-home pay on his mortgage, and guess what that means? House po. We did that, yeah, we did that one as well. We did that one. What's up? Does anyone downgrade their items for profit? Okay, so like moving down in car, that kind of thing. Getting a smaller TV, I think this person did. Yeah, sold 65 for $350 and got a 55 for $50. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what you do on step 2. That's how it works. Even step 3 if you want. This person wanted to get her husband and herself out of debt. You can't do it by yourself. Only 1 hour on the app now. No, it should be all 3 hours of the show should be on the app. Okay, there we go. Mermaid Diva 26. I was on the Ramsey show today. I'm still fangirling a little bit. Sure. Of course, I was one of the quicker calls, so I didn't have enough time to give context. And now I'm being roasted in the YouTube comments. Baby step 4. I wish you had said which one you were, but not going to go through 43 comments to find out. But the problem is that most times, almost always, I'd say like a good 95% at least, the context doesn't matter, only the numbers do. It doesn't matter why you got into debt. It doesn't matter if you were doing it for this family member or this friend or this, or if you wanted to do something for your spouse or something like that. None of that matters. The only thing that matters really is the numbers. And so the context isn't really a thing, though. Maybe, oh, this is interesting, though. Maybe I'll take another gander at this after the show and see what it was, and I can explain it on Tuesday's show. I can see what she was talking about there. But yeah, the context and stuff like that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. For me, I feel like none of that matters. The things that matter for as far as to determine what baby step you're on are the numbers of things, and like what you should do next. You know, it's always the same, and it's based on the numbers, whether you can afford that house or that car and so forth. You know, if you have to get a loan for it, you cannot afford that car. You pay cash for cars. But yeah, I'll look. Let me write that down because I might not forget. I may not remember. I mean. Sid has a headache. I have that effect on a lot of women. What did we say? Mermaid on Ramsey. Show context. Sorry. Now, if you can get some staff, I recommend it because then they can do that. Before I start the next one, let's go back. Ain't I need to go to bed. It's late over there in the bloody UK. Boo, boo, boo. Everybody likes the Bobby. And I was distracted. What did I say? Don't remember. On the thingy cup Stanley. No, that I think is for you guys. Yeti is the one that I was thinking of. Yeah, Yeti is the cup I was thinking of. $30 cup. Stanley might be the most popular one in the UK, though. Showing you Stanley with SBD on it and a plant. Haha. Yeah. Now if you send it, I would see, but I wouldn't even know how to, like, I would also need something to put it on to get it within the frame of the webcam and so forth. So it's a whole deal. It's a whole deal. Make it pink. She, Anon says. Think you would use it and show it. Of course, yeah, I would. Obviously. I mean, if it's free, but I would have to find something probably to set it on as well. Show it and use it indoors. LOL. Yeah, I would use it instead of the crinkly cup. Like I do have my own though with those. Headache started before the show, actually. Great. So I'm in the clear, although I'm probably not helping. Trey had to bounce as well, it looks like. Alrighty, let's see what else we got. Joe Riverside 10. Don't raise retirement to pay off debt, but pause retirement savings while paying off debt. Yes. Yes, the stuff that's in there, that is, you lock that in, and that keeps growing, and that's fine. You don't take that out because that has penalties on it. Now, what you don't have penalties on is more money that you would put in there, and so you use the contribution amount that you normally put in there, use that while you're paying off debt. Let's see. These concepts seem to contradict one another. No, only if you want to be dumb and find a reason to not do it. You don't have to explain it through the baby steps. You can do whatever the frick you want to do, and don't do it. Don't follow any of Dave's advice. It's fine, but you're dumb. They don't contradict each other. The other part has already been, the contributions have already been contributed, and they are in the account, and you cannot take them out without penalty. Now you can not contribute and put that money to debt without penalty. Of course, the only penalty you have is you're not making investments out of it, but that's fine because we don't do debt leverage either, and that's exactly what that is. Keeping debt to have savings or to invest more is debt leverage, and that's a no from Mr. Ramsey. You don't have to like it, and you don't have to make it make sense to you. It doesn't matter. Just do what you want to do, dog. Let's see. He says you shouldn't put money in a retirement account to pay out debt. He says the future compounding you miss out on is too costly to make pulling from retire worth it. That's it as well, but most of it is the penalty part. $10. Oh, I have to get a plant with that $10? All right. You should probably tell me exactly what to get as well. Thank you, Simply. Much appreciated. Tell me what kind of plant to get. One that's not high maint. Let's see. On the other hand, it says not to save for retirement till paying off debt. Isn't this the same thing? No, only dummies would think so. Only somebody dumb would think so and not be able to see the difference on it. It's somebody that doesn't like the baby steps or doesn't like Dave or something like that. Basically, a troll. Missing out on the future compounding as if you pulled from your retirement account. Again, no, you're dumb. It's the penalty that is the most issue there. My goodness. And the penalty combined, of course, with the growth. General Zod, that's Superman character, 7, bad guy from the planet Krypton. Paying off my car loan in 2 weeks, excellent. I should officially pay off my car loan in 2 weeks. After that, I should be debt free. You belong debt free. You belong debt free. Somebody complained I wasn't singing enough. There you go. That You Belong Debt Free is one of the songs in the music playlist on youtube.com/coachstevemoney. Where should I focus on after that besides the 6 months savings? That's it. That's all. Planning on buying a house soon? Nope. That's it. That's all. Step 3 done first before you do anything else. But my savings are a bit low. You don't have savings other than the emergency fund. There's no extra savings. Except if you have sinking funds for specific things, like if you know that you will need tires in 3 months or something like that, then you can do a sinking fund for tires. But you don't have a general slush fund just in case you want to buy something or because things are hard out here. You do not have a slush fund to take care of that. That's a no. So, and the reason for that is because people will take those savings and buy crap with it that's not necessary. Now, you get the 6 month emergency funds, and then if it's something that's an emergency, like your car breaks down or something like that, then that is what the emergency fund is for. So you don't need a separate slush fund for that. Now, it's fine to do the sinking fund for tires or something like that, but it has to be a known expense coming up, not just extra money to handle whatever you feel like buying. So that is the problem there. It's all about intentionality, and people generally aren't. I mean, that's the whole deal with the baby step. You can't trust people. You can't trust people to do that. If if Dave would say, okay, fine, you can have a $1,500 or $2,000 starter emergency fund, and then they're gonna say, well, I need $3,000. So that's the reason. That's the reason. You can't trust people. Because that's just how people are. Raccoon Week 8797. What should I keep in my savings and emergency fund? There's no savings. There's no savings. There's just emergency fund until you are on step 7, dog. And of course, sinking funds, like I said, for known upcoming expenses. And that's not my car might die. It's old. My car might die. That's a no. If that happens, then that's an emergency. If it completely dies, that's an emergency. You need another car. That's when you use the emergency fund, and that's when you build back up the emergency fund after that. Sorry if this is the wrong chat. This is as good as any. Probably pretty good, actually. I have Navy Federal and just saw that the savings account was 0.25%, and I thought it was good until the financial advisor recommended me a Navy CD with 4.83%. I wonder if that person gets a kickback from that. I recently got Vanguard brokerage account and a Roth IRA account as well. I'm just so confused on the information about it all. 22, just a baby, understand? In the Army, deployed. Nobody teaches you this stuff. You gotta learn it yourself a lot of times. Trying to learn about it all. Okay, the CD 1 year long, maturity is March 2025 with okay. And so you also, unless the savings are something that you're not going to use for 5 years, you wouldn't put it in the market anyway. You do a high yield savings account would be better than the CD usually. So there may be rare instances when a CD might be better, but Dave doesn't recommend CDs. And so, but again, you do not have extra savings beyond the emergency fund while you still have debt. So let's assume the person has no debt. If you don't have debt, then you just get the full emergency fund, and then after that you start investing, and you can invest more if you'd like, or you can start a home down payment savings. That's fine. Then that would be, of course, a sinking fund. But again, it would have to be, it has to have a name. That's the intentionality of it all. He said it all so many times. I said it all as well. 3.4K, 25K. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you start looking at this stuff, and you don't. It's so many numbers. But basically, CDs. That's a no. 0.25% yield. You can do better in a high yield savings account, but that can't be your emergency fund because emergencies happen before a 1 to 3 day transfer can happen. As did my Roth IRA and Vanguard, I started in May and I'm researching about it. I have a max contribute, and then that's not. I guess it's retirement savings, but. So I don't know what my boy is. My boy just doesn't understand anything. It just needs to research. Needs to do his own research about it all. He can also YouTube search Ramsey investing and look at every single thing that comes up that is done by Ramsey Solutions people. You're going to get other people disagreeing with it for sure. And they'll have Ramsey's name in it because he's a well-known person, and so that's how they can get views. I'm researching about it. Okay, lots of about it's. I wonder if not American. I have a max contribution of $7K a year, but he says it's Roth. So, and I've only placed $500 in it because I didn't know how it works. Well, if you have debt, you shouldn't be doing that. First, to find out I can invest in ETF with the Roth IRA and Vanguard. So I've got one stock. I don't even know what those are. BNDW and VU. And my normal brokerage accounts, I have one stock of VU. That's your S&P 500 index fund. When it was $4.99 and now at $5.32. So I made $53. Congratulations. What I want to know is, should I move big portion of the money in saving to the CD? That's a no. That's a no. So you look at you can use your S&P stock, and it's not a stock. That is an index fund, sir, which is a collection of stocks. And you look at that and you see how much that grew. Did that grow more in months than 0.25% a year? I think it did. So I think this is how you know that that makes more, and a high yield savings account that has close to 5% interest per year, that's going to be more too. So there'll be a no for a CD. Barclays savings account with 4.5. Yeah, that would be better. It has no annual fees, it says, or opening deposits. Okay. That would be probably a high yield savings account. So that would be fine. But yeah, you just need to learn more about it. That's all. If you just keep Googling it, what did I do, Ray? Oh, that's right. Open a new tab. Let's see. Today's Aftershow show brought to you by Simply Blessed Designs. That is correct. Ferns are usually easy to keep, Sid says. Lots of predators around military bases. That much is certain. Oh, that's Vanguard Total World Bond. Okay. World Bond ETF. Bonds, Mr. Ramsey is not going to be down with. Sid is as close to staff as I have. VEU, Vanguard, FTC, all world except US. Is that what that means? All world ex US ETF. Okay. And so that's an index fund as well. And so, but Dave wouldn't be into the bonds. And if it's in your retirement account, Dave wouldn't be for an index fund either. He would say find a. This is not my first super chat on a. I've seen this before on other people's channel. This is not my first super chat on a live stream. Oh, maybe they do the first one every time. Maybe the first one of the day, perhaps. Good, our first catch of the day. Not sure, copied and pasted. Okay, so yeah, it's probably all world except US ETF. So yeah. So, and he doesn't say what he doesn't say what how he found those particular funds, a friend of his or something. There we are. Okay. So, but yeah, you gotta teach yourself about it. You gotta teach yourself all about it. And the way to do that, like I said, you can Google Ramsey, and then whatever the question you have is, you can YouTube search Ramsey and whatever the question you have, and probably most of it they will have something on there. They'd have a ton of clips from the show over years and years and years on the YouTubes. Short Association 368. Where do I start? I haven't listened or watched anything of David Ramsey. Okay. Currently 41 female. Well, you should start by watching the show. That's the easiest thing to do, to sit down and turn on the computer or phone and watch it. Or listen to it even. With $4,500 credit card debt, no other debt. That is fabulous. That is fabulous. A lot of people have way more than that. Let's see, 44K and 401K and no savings. Okay, and so that would be a problem. Got to get the debt. Once you get the debt cleaned up, though, then you can pretty fastly get that savings up to emergency fund 3 or 6 months level. I have my own business, so I make what effort I put in. Okay, great. Put in more effort to get rid of that debt and to have your full emergency fund, and then you can slack off again. Typically 5 to 7K a month. That's fabulous. That's fabulous. Okay, husband pays all of our bills, and he has a 401K with $300,000. Smelling separate finances here. Stocks with 85K and savings of 25K. We rent and don't own. Okay, that's fine as well. Both cars paid off. We have no rhyme or reason to our spending. That's a problem. You have to be intentional with the spending. Just get what we need. We have 3 kids, money, and live a decent life. I know that I could be doing more. Where do I start? Thank you in advance. It's called Baby Step 1. somewhere. There we are. We got the baby steps right there on the right side. It might be covering up. There they go. And so that's where you would start. Excuse me. How much? Where is it? No, so no savings. So you gotta get $1,000 in savings first. And so that means you stop spending that money on other things. Then you're not buying anything that's not necessary. You're just buying necessary things. Sorry, kids want this toy and that toy and this toy. Sorry, you're gonna have a hashtag season of playing with the stuff you already have. And that includes adults playing with the stuff they already have. And once step 3 is done, then you can start opening up the toy fund again every month or so, however you want to do it in your budget. So the budget, make the budget first, and then have extra money at the end of the month, and then that extra money goes in the $1,000 to the $1,000 emergency fund. And then once you paid off all debt, then that extra money goes to grow the $1,000 savings in the 3 to 6 months of expenses. And so that's where you would go, and you would just follow this list right here. $4,500 is a lot more than most people that they don't learn about Dave Ramsey or don't hear about him, or at least don't hear about him and remember it as something that could possibly help them until they have way, way more debt. So you're doing well. And so, I mean, it's better to be it's better that you are renting if you have any debt at all. So that's better. And maybe you can in the future you can have a house. You can buy a house instead of renting. Oh, Simply's first super chat. Oh, that's what it is. How about that? Let's celebrate there first. Okay, cool. Thanks. Simply, did she bounce already? I will thank her tomorrow. Snoo Donkeys 9918. Father 65 with rental property debt. Still contribute to retirement. Yes. Should he? I'm assuming you mean should he? How about you sell the rental property and you put all the rest of you put whatever equity he gets out of it from selling it, and you put that in retirement as well. Father 65 collecting Social Security but still working enough to not have his SSI reduced. Okay. He has several rentals with a couple mortgages. Still pay off those, or sell one to pay off the other. Primary is paid off. Should he still save 15% for retirement? Yes, he should. Or should he focus it all on getting the mortgages paid off since he's so late in life? Should have the rental paid off in 3 to 5 years? No, you let go of one of the rentals to get the other ones paid off faster, which is like today. So how many does he have? Let's see. It says several and a couple. Oh, just a couple. Several, so probably own. So sell one with the mortgage, and then that'll hopefully pay off. Or sell whichever one of the mortgages you have more equity in that will mostly pay off that other mortgage, and find whatever other money you have, you pay that off as well. Because you shouldn't be doing that with mortgages anyway on rental property. Mortgages are just for your primary residence. But yeah, the step 4 goes forever unless you are retired and you need that money to live on. That's the only time you would not retirement. If you don't need it to live on, why not continue to save it? And that way you can leave it to your heirs or a worthy cause or something like that. It's an article, 15 easy beginner plants, so you can pick something you like the look of. Okay, cool. Baby step 4, then baby step 6. I think primary is primary rental in this case. So I think I assumed that he had the primary, let's see, a couple mortgages still. Primary is paid off. Oh, so it's a couple more. The house is paid off. Okay, so yeah, so 6 is done early while he was debt leveraging to have rental properties. Yeah. Okay, thanks, Sid. Sid has permission to co-host anytime she would like to. By the way, in case you were wondering, slow down retirement savings for home improvement. We're in our 40s and are in baby step 7. That's great. That makes any situation, even being 40, better. We are actually baby steps millionaires. Fabulous. Kids' college accounts are fully funded. We pay cash for our oldest child's vehicle and have enough set aside to do the same for our youngest son, maybe? Our youngest soon, okay. We live in a small, modest home on some land that we love. We'd like to do a large home improvement project that would cost about $130,000. The problem is that we have no liquid cash beyond our emergency fund. All our assets are either retirement funds, which you do not touch, or income producing real estate that we don't want to sell. We really do not want to go into debt. Well, then you don't do it. So here's what you got to do. You pick which one you want to do then. Whether you want to keep income reducing real estate or do you want to do freaking home improvements. You make your pick. If you'd rather do the home improvements, you sell the real estate. That's all. And you're talking about, it's not liquid. It can be liquid. You just don't want to do that, which is why you brought up debt. But, baby steps millionaires, saying baby step 7, you would think that understand the advice. And that did, there we go. Yeah. Nope. And it's got to be 15% into retirement, at least. No liquid cash beyond emergency fund. Not supposed to have any. All our assets are either, retirement fund. We really don't want to go into debt to fund our renovations. The advice would be to do not do that. But if we drop our retirement contributions down to the employer match amount, that's a no. It has to be 15% from you. We'd get to $130K in 18 months. That's a no. Then we'd ramp our retirement back up. That's a no. What would Dave say? He would say that's a no. Maybe not quite like that, but he would say no. Is there another way to fund this that we haven't thought of? Yeah, you sell your rental. My goodness. Or would it be reasonable to take out a loan under the circumstances? No, it's not reasonable to take out a loan under any circumstances. No, 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 no. People just want to have everything all at the same time. No. No. You sell one of your rental properties that is worth at least $130,000, and then you do your home improvement project for $130,000. Okay? And then anything left over from that $130K that you get from the sale of that piece of real estate, then you can put that in a savings account to save up for another rental property to replace it once you get done with the improvement project. All right? People want to do everything all at the same time. That is so dumb. That is so dumb to have everything done already at 40s and in a great position there and then start thinking about debt because they want something that's not necessary. Dumb. Home improvement things, remodels, stuff like that. That is a baby step 7 thing. So they're on the right step. They just spent all of their liquid cash. So you should have thought about you wanting to do that kind of stuff before you bought real estate with your money. And those may have been on mortgages too. Who knows? Let's see. I'll get down to the bottom of the chat. No, that's not what we want to do. Oh, we're already at the bottom. Okay, sorry. What time is it? Oh my goodness gracious me. Keep going a long time. It took a long time to get started today, though. So let's do this one more. Yurenka Bashi. Reminder, the Answering Your Financial Question stream on Saturday will be at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. There'll be other football games on, but not the Ohio State University team because they have a bye week this week. Student loans, low rate. The one on Sunday will still be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, like normal. So 4 p.m. Eastern Time for Answering Your Financial Questions stream. And 2 short days from now. Student loans, low rate. We just paid off our last credit card and have $17K left in student loans. 2 of the loans have 4+ rates, but the rest are low 3s. How in a hurry should I be to pay these off? Well, it doesn't say it here. It just says pay off debt smallest to largest using the debt snowball method. Let's see what the Ramsey version of it says. That is the wrong one. Did I make it go away? I made it go away. All right, products, 7 baby steps. Opening new tab. No, it doesn't say there either. Pay off all debt except the house using that snowball. This is as fast as you can. This is not spending money on any other non-necessities at all. So this is as fast as you can, is what it is. It doesn't say it there, but that's the advice. To not keep debt. So you should be in a very hurry. It doesn't matter if it was 0% interest. The idea is you get debt free. And 1, 2, and 3, steps 1, 2, and 3 are one at a time until you get to step 4. And then you do 4, 5, and 6 all at the same time if all of those are applicable. But yeah, you do step 1 first, save $1,000. You do not pay any extra on debt other than the minimums while you're saving up $1,000 starter emergency fund. You do not save a cent extra above $1,000 except, until you have all those debts paid off. That's where all your money goes. And then once you're out of debt, that's fabulous. Then all of your extra money can go into your full 36 months of living expenses emergency fund. How about that? And so, see, now it all goes to you. Step 4, all that extra money, well, 15% of it anyway, would go into retirement and saving for your kid's college and paying off your mortgage early. So that is the dealio on that. So it's not there's never a time on step 2 where you're like, well, you don't have to be as much of a hurry to pay that because of the interest rate. Interest rate doesn't matter. It's from, even with the advice of paying it off, it's the smallest to largest amount, not the interest rate, which is the avalanche method, and that is not recommended. So there you go on that. So it's not there's no time where, how in a hurry should you be to have these paid off? That's it. You have the wrong attitude about it. So apparently debt hasn't hurt you that bad. You paid off the last credit card. You paid off the credit cards for some reason, and so the reason that you did that should be the same reason you get rid of all the other debt as well. Alrighty. So once again, extended after show. Sorry about the rough start there. Once again, I am Coach Steve Money, Ramsey Solutions Certified Financial Coach. And as I look for there they are, plugs, and restart them, you can schedule a free financial coaching. That much of a hurry? Wait a minute. Hold on. 1 second. Got to read this from Sid. It's gold, I'm sure. Tear yourself away like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter. There we go. Yep. And like a bird from the hand of the fowler. Exactly. That much in a hurry. Good job, Sid. Where was I at? Oh, yeah. Coach Steve Money. That's me. That's me. Ramsey Solutions Certified Financial Coach. And if you have money problems, like all those people did, or you just want to make sure you're on the right track, you can schedule a free financial coaching consultation with me at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. And for anything about coaching or anything else on my YouTube channel, you can email me, coachstevemoney@gmail.com. Also, pictures for show and tell segment. Donations can go to paypal.me/Coach Steve Money, to Cash App at $Coach Steve Money, a Walmart gift card to Coach Steve Money at gmail.com, or of course a super chat or super sticker, I think it's called, when you watch a video that's not live. Upcoming streams answering your financial questions, again, usually 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, but Saturdays is going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern time this week only, and Sundays will be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. The Ramsey Show Aftershow show is going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5:25 p.m. approximately Eastern time. And the Ramsey Show Chat Refugee streams are going to be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And hope to have content on most of them. Sometimes I will not, but it'll still be open to chat on. That same time, 5:25 p.m. Eastern time, when the Ramsey Show ends on YouTube and goes exclusively to the Ramsey Network app. Alrighty, that everything said? Should have asked her before, because now she's got to wait for the stream delay. And see, if she was co-hosting with me, she would hear that over the Discord live. But that's going to be for a second. So let's bloody see. 6 people still watching. Thank you so very much. As we do the awkward dismount from the show, the awkward ending. So yeah, you know, anytime you have like, oh, I don't know, paid time off you're taking or something like that, if you're bored, you know, something like that. Maybe you have a couple minutes to spend on the after show, perhaps. Maybe she's not even watching anymore. Maybe she bounced for a second. She is a multitasker, for sure. Six people, nobody typing anything though. Sydney's been the only one typing. 619. I mean, that could be people that start the thing and let it play just to promote me or to support me rather, and that is fabulous. Thank you so much for doing that as well. Yeah, she's not. She doesn't want to. She's either not watching or doesn't want to say anything. Because I'm trying to pressure into co-hosting, because it would be so fabulous with a co-host for sure. And then also I don't have to do everything. Jules is stuffing her face, and it is dinner time, so you know that's fine as well. All right, guys. I appreciate everybody watching. If you haven't, please graze across that like button. You don't have to smash it. You can just graze lightly across it. Make sure it changes color. Changes color when you click on it, though, or tap on it on that thumbs up. You can also subscribe if you haven't. Thanks so much to everybody that has. I have a bunch of subscribers. Much appreciated. And yeah, so that's it. And so I'll see you in the Ramsey Show chat. Bye. Again, the camera's too far for me to, it's on the TV over there, too far for me to grab like I normally do. So it'll just be bye.